everybody. I am officially back from the first day of training. Let me start off by saying something. Those that can do this with no problem, you're amazing, okay? Okay. So I started off with the 5-minute brisk walk like you're supposed to. And I call that the power walk because that's what I was doing. I wasn't doing the brisk, but I was doing the power walk. Then it said jog for 3 minutes, okay? I had to jog for 1 minute and 10 seconds, and I had to sit my fat behind down, okay? Y'all don't understand. I was dizzy. I felt like my nose was bleeding, but it was just running. I feel like I had to go to the bathroom, number 2, mind you, okay? Nauseous. Have y'all ever been electrocuted? You get that little buzz that was all over the body, okay? I was dying, okay? So I had to sit down for a good 3 to 5 minutes, okay? But this 45-minute exercise took almost an hour and 15 minutes for me to do. So I'd only made it 1 minute and 10 seconds into the first run. And then it went back to after I got back up and finished the run, because I did run it, okay. Technically you're supposed to jog. And I think that was where I messed up, okay? Because it says jog. And I'll be honest, I don't know what a jog is. Okay, I know it's slower than a run, but that's all I know. So my jog was full tilt, possibly a run, in all honesty, and that's probably what killed me the first time, okay? But I finished it, I completed it, a little slower than I started, but I completed it. Did my 2 minutes of walking. Then came the second 3 minutes for the jog, okay? Now I'm thinking to myself, okay, that first time didn't go so well, okay? So I'm like, let's slow down a little bit. Let's get this done. So I stopped with 1 minute and 32 seconds left of the 3 minutes. So that I went a little long because it was 1 minute and 50 seconds that I had stopped at, which means I ran for 110. But this time I had stopped at 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the jog. So that's like, my math is off, okay? It's late at night and I'm tired, okay? But the death mode did 10 seconds that I shaved, okay? So I was feeling proud, okay? Then my song came on, okay? Okay, my song came on, okay? I have multiple songs, but this one, it gets me going, okay? It was Miracle in the Works. I think it was Maverick City that did it. It could have been Elevation Worship. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But that song came on. I'm like, okay, did my jam. So I went out and I was jogging at maybe a half second faster than my actual walk pace, okay? But let me tell you something. Go at your own pace, okay? I will probably pick it up to an actual jog when I figure out what that is. When I get acclimated to my shuffle, okay? That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it my shuffle because I did a shuffle today, okay? But with my shuffle, I was able to complete the 3-minute jog for the remaining 5 times I had to do it, okay? So I felt proud. I was doing it. That song was on repeat, okay? When you find that motivational speaking song, you keep it on repeat. You don't do nothing. Let's see here. I should still have it up. Okay, let's see here. So it's Miracle in the Works featuring Katie Torwalt, and it's Tribal and Maverick City Music. Katie Torwalt, and then Jacqueline Carr. And Jacqueline Carr that do that song. So that's not. It's a great song. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. That's my jam. Another one I like to exercise to when I was bicycling to and from Walmart was "Till I Collapse" by Eminem. But I decided to stick with this one, "Miracle in the Works," because it's a mellowed out, slower song. Okay, it had a little bit of upbeat, but it's not that fast of an upbeat. "Till I Collapse" for those that are soldiers in the army and ready for some stuff. I'm not there yet. Okay, I'm still in diapers. Okay, so. But me and Gwen, we did finish it. Gwen still got energy. That was what made me so mad, though, that Gwen still had energy. Because this girl is walking next to me. I'm shuffling. This girl is sitting there walking at Alicia pace like she got all the time in the world. I'm just like, girl, why did you get to walk and I got a job? Like, because the fact of the matter is, it wasn't that she wasn't trying, but I wanted her to jog or run with me in a heel. So with my shuffle, she's literally just walking beside me. It might be a little pep in her step, but it's not enough to be noticeable, okay? Unless you know her. So, but it wasn't that bad now that it's over, but By the time I finished my 5-minute cool down walk, my entire right foot from the ankle down was numb, couldn't feel it. Parts of my left foot was numb, couldn't feel it. My calf muscles, back of my calf muscles, they were burning something fierce, okay? Which lets me know I did something right, okay? Not sure how much, but I did something right. But tomorrow's another day. We're going to try again. We're going to do my shuffle, not a full-on run sprint like I was trying to do. And I'm going to build up to a faster jog. But I want to get used to what I'm shuffling now before I go for another double-decker, okay? I came back in here and I drank some water, y'all, which I don't do, okay? Milk, juice, soda, them's my go-to. But I'm diabetic as well, so that's not good for me. But I did have a couple of dizzy spells and stuff, but I know what you're thinking, okay? So, Kandeka, I know what you're thinking. Like, Kandeka, exercise just obviously isn't for you. I concur. The issue with that statement, though, is that I want to be in the dog breeding business, and I'm going to have 4 different dog breeds at the minimum. Roughly 12 dogs at the minimum at some point or other, and one of them is definitely a Siberian Husky. Got an Akita, okay, them some high energy dogs. Bernese Mountain Dog, high energy. I think the Newfoundland's the only one that's kind of mellow. But just to be able to take care of all those dogs, because I have to find people I trust before I go forth and try to get hire on people to help me with my business and everything. So until then, I'll be doing it by myself, and I can't barely make it to the kitchen and be huffing and puffing when I'm going to have 1 billion dogs to take care of. That's just not feasible. So I figured I'd start real early with getting in A shape. Not in 2 shape, but in A shape, okay? Because I'll probably never be in shape, but I can be in A shape, okay? So I'll be some sort of shape. I'm not sure what kind it's going to turn out to be. We'll find out. I forgot to do my weighing that I said I was going to do. Last time I was weighed, I was over 300 pounds. I know what you're thinking. I don't look it. I wear it well. And then it doesn't help that, like, this shirt that I'm wearing currently now is actually a 5X. I do like wearing bigger clothes, okay? Because I'm not comfortable in my own skin, which is sad. But I'm just not. So I wear the heavier clothes. My shorts that I had on, the off-whitish, grayish army shorts that I had on that were and ones, I think it is. I think these are and ones. I don't think they're and ones, no, because they don't say it on the side. But these shorts are 3XL, and I technically only need a 2. But they got drawstrings, so I don't care. But I wanted to do this for my health as well, because my insurance is no longer covering my Tradjenta, which is my diabetic medication. Since I'm no longer on insulin, they put me on the pill Tradjenta. My Uber driver gave me a recommendation to try that, but I want to do a month of this first before I try adding additives. I'm just not taking my Tradjenta at all at this point because the insurance isn't covering it. And I don't have over $600 every month to pay for a 30-day supply of my Tradjenta because the insurance doesn't cover it. So I'm just going to say whatever and call it good. I'm just not take it. When I go and schedule a doctor's appointment to speak with my doctor about it, I'll figure out what happened, because I could have sworn they already had a prior authorization for it. So we'll figure out what's going on with that. What else is there? My friend believes her lovely dog is pregnant. She has 2 dogs, and one of them is a puppy still. I think he's maybe, because Gwen is 8 months, almost 9 months. So he's probably 10 months or so, no older than almost a year now, I would think. He's anywhere from 9 months to a year, because she got him before I got Gwen. Either that or they could be the same age. Either way, her puppy got her adult dog possibly pregnant. Now, they haven't scheduled for ultrasounds or anything, but just the way she's bloated and the fact that her nipples are so huge, they look like udders, we're assuming. Now, the puppy that got her pregnant is also trying to suck on the nipples, so they're having to put him separate from her. But the fact that neither one of them were spayed or neutered left to some hanky-panky while the parents were gone. So I want one of those puppies. I'm not gonna lie, cause I think they're both mastiffs. If not, it's a mastiff. I want to say pit bull. I'm not sure, but I want one. I'm not gonna lie. I really do want one. Okay. Yeah, I really do want one. But there's that. But so we're gonna see. I might have another puppy before I get the other two puppies. Honestly. I'm puppy crazed, okay? Y'all just don't understand. Gwen is also not spayed at all. However, her and Bam Bam, I still have not noticed that she's gone into heat yet, so she still has not had her first cycle. Her and Bam are kennelized right now while I go to work, just for the simple fact that I don't know when she's going into heat. And I know for a fact Bam Bam's already neutered, okay? Bam Bam's been neutered since 6 months, okay? But I still don't want no hanky-panky going on while I'm gone, because the last thing I need is to come home and Bam Bam's got his eyes gouged out because he wouldn't take no for an answer. Okay? So just to be on the safe side, they're both kennelized till I'm sure she's out of it. So far, nothing, though. But yeah, tip of the day. If you have two dogs and neither one of them are spayed or neutered, and you leave them outside by themselves for extended periods of times to play and do whatever else, and then someone feeds them at such opportune time, but no one's actually watching them, 9 times out of 10 there's going to be hanky-pankies. So if you do not want puppies, one of them or both of them need to be fixed. Okay? That is the moral of the story. Get your dog fixed if you do not want the puppies. If you do want the puppies, I wouldn't say know what you are doing, because there are a lot of people that don't know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I've been studying for it, but I'm going to go into the first pregnancy with no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to freeze up, probably. I'm going to be like looking through books, and this girl probably just like, girl, if you don't come on, I'm having puppies. I ain't got time for you to be flitting through with your little notes that you took, okay? That'll probably be me a back case on the very first pregnancy. Maybe the second one, too. But it's a learning thing. But for the simple fact of the matter is, if you are not ready, if you cannot take responsibility if you cannot handle it financially, don't let it happen. That's all I gotta say. Because she was quoting numbers like $6,000 for emergency, I think it is, emergency room, anywhere from $15,000 to $2,000 for a scheduled appointment. But I don't think you can actually really schedule for a C-section. Sorry, I don't think you can actually really schedule C-sections for a dog. I really don't think that's possible, because there's no guarantee that the dog's going to go into labor that exact day. They may go early, they might go later. Like, if they're going later, it works out just fine, but you can't guarantee that they're not going to go early either. And the reason she was looking into the C-section is because her Mastiff, even though he's still a puppy, he is about the size of almost the size of a full-grown German Shepherd. Okay? So he's a big boy, okay, for him to be so young. And so, but her female, the one that's possibly pregnant, that baby girl is really small, which is why I believe she's a pit bull instead of another Mastiff. But if those babies come out huge, there's no telling what it could do to her dog, you know? You never know. There's always complications in pregnancies with humans. It's possible with dogs as well. So I'm just hoping everything goes okay. I'm also hoping to get one. So, do I need another puppy? No. Okay. Do I want one? Yes. I don't know what it is, but puppies just bring you joy. But another tip, don't get a puppy if you're not ready for the after effect, because puppies only last but so long. They become adult dogs eventually, and then senior dogs. So just be advised and be aware. When you get a puppy, you've got to deal through all its life stages. It's not like a rent-a-puppy where you can just rent the puppy for its puppyhood and then send it back. That's not how it works. Okay, it's a life commitment, so if you're not ready, don't do it. But as far as the exercising went, I've actually calmed down. My breathing is back to normal. My legs no longer hurt, or at least my calf. My feet are a little tender, but those that don't know, I have no arch, okay? I am flat-footed and divine, okay? Like, literally, my feet look like pancakes, literally. And when I put weight on my feet, they look like flatter pancakes, okay? They look like, what is it? Aunt Jemima's fluffy pancakes? Yeah, You got that. And then when I when I step on my own foot, then it looks like, what is that? Biscuit? The one that's real thin? It looks like one of them pancakes. Like, I am flat-footed. There is not even, arches were not invented when I was born, okay? They couldn't have been, because I don't have one. I have no arch, okay? So, there's that. So my feet kind of hurt right now. They're not as numb as they were. They feel about the same as when I normally walk on them, so that's not too bad. But tomorrow I will officially get my weight. Couldn't get it today and don't feel like getting up to go get it, honestly. But tomorrow I will get my weight, let y'all know that. And then I'll be tracking my weight as well as doing these videos with y'all daily to let y'all know how it's going, because there's not much else I can do with y'all. Gwen did really well. She after everybody went inside, because we used to track at the school that I live close to. Yeah, we used to track at the school I live close to, so we were just going in circles, literally loops. But apparently at night, everybody uses the track. So you got kids out there, adults and dogs out there. So Gwen, I don't want to say she's aggressive, but she is a very reactive dog, okay? Which is why I got a book on curbing reactive and aggressive behavior. She's not aggressive, but she does lunge. I can't say I know, but I don't think she means any harm. I just think she's really excited. But not everyone's going to know that. Like, I had to explain to people this morning, she is literally a puppy. She just wants to play. That's it. Okay? Or while we were out there. Not this morning. Just tonight. I had to explain to them she's just a puppy and she just wants to play. She's excited. We're doing something new. Like, she doesn't know what's going on. She just knows we're outside. She's got her collar on and we're doing something on a track. So I had to explain that to them, which was fun. But then we had random lunches at the runner that ran past us. Okay, because like I said, I was shuffling. No, I think that was the time I was almost passed out on the side of the track from one of my 2 times I stopped. Okay. I feel proud though. I'm not gonna lie. I feel really proud. I only paused that exercise twice in the middle of it. Okay, and that was during the 2 first runs. After that, 3rd run through the 7th run of 3 minutes, I went all the way through. I was shuffling, but I went all the way through. So I'm proud. I don't care. I don't care if I was doing the slowest run. Like, I don't care if a grandma walking could have passed me with my shuffle. I'm proud, okay? Because I did it the entire 3 minutes. After those first 2 failed attempts, I did it for the entire 3 minutes and lasted. So I was proud. I don't care. I'm taking it at my own leisure pace. I'm not trying to rush it like I did with the first lap, or trying to do the first run when I was going full tilt like I had no sense. But I am very proud of myself, and I'm proud of Gwen because she mostly held the heel the entire time. When I was laid up on the side of the track and on the track, because they're 2 separate times, she was real patient with me. Okay, she looked ready to go. Kandeka wasn't ready to go, but she looked ready to go. But she did sit and wait for me. She was somewhat patient. She not completely patient, but she was somewhat patient. Okay, like there were sometimes she was statue still, just waiting. Other times she looked like she's like, "Girl, if you don't come on," okay, because she was ready to do some stuff. But I am very proud of her for her first attempt. We came back in, she acting like she still got energy. I'm proud. That might change later on when I actually pick up the pace where she's actually having to do something other than walk. But for right now, she did great. Okay. I did find out that this training is like 13 weeks long, I believe. And then after the 13 weeks, they do a race. I won't be racing. I will literally just be out at the school running around the track field for that race by myself, me and Gwen. And then there's actually a part 2 that I did not know about. But there is a part 2. So I'll be doing the part 2 as well. But for right now, we're just going to start with the part 1 and see how it goes. So that's roughly about 3 months, I think, because it's 13 weeks and there's 4 weeks roughly in each month. 4 times 3 is 12. So that's 3 months and a week for 13 weeks. But this is me signing off. I've been on here for almost 20 minutes and 20 seconds. So this is me signing off. Go ahead and comment on what you thought. And I thank y'all for checking in and seeing what's happening on this second of the woods. Talk to y'all later. Bye.